This is an interesting place. This is where the Gloucester and Sharpness Canal meets the River Severn down near here. This is the canal. And way in the distance behind that house at the end is the River Severn. So let's see what it's all about. The River Severn is a treacherous river with huge tidal range up to 50 feet and above. So the only way to get shipping safely up to Gloucester was to build a canal, which is now largely used for leisure. So here is the canal. And there is the river. This would have been a very industrial area at one time. And you still have evidence of sort of post-industrial housing and everything here. The present Mrs. Little is on the telephone to Mrs. Little Senior at the moment. And Gladys is enjoying a little stroll. This is what was called an outhouse, although I am assured it's no longer a toilet. But certainly would have been breezy in there. Although this canal is actually linked to the rest of the English canal system at the northern end, at the southern end where it joins the River Severn, it is still possible to rejoin the canal system in Bristol, but you have to go down the River Severn as a flotilla, guided flotilla, when it is safe to do so. There's the river there, just below us. So if you want to go down to Bristol, they wait to get a group of people together, and then you have a guided boat that takes these flat top narrow boats. You see a few down there, and they go down the river when the time is safe to do so, and then they're taken up the River Avon and back onto the canal system. So this weir here takes any excess water from the canal and dumps it in the tidal river. So you should always have a constant supply of water at the right levels in the canal. So this is the Purton Ships Graveyard, and as you may be able to see here, these ships or barges are made of concrete. And they were just beached here in order to cause a barrier to stop erosion. But ships were made out of concrete. You may remember that the Mulberry Harbour that was floated across to Normandy on D-Day was made of concrete, hollow concrete that would float. So these are narrow boats, which tend to be used for leisure purposes nowadays, although some people do actually live on them. Narrow boats are definitely narrow, but we have rented them for vacations a few times, and they're great fun to be on. That is another story though that I could disclose at a later date about my unfortunate experience of being on a narrowboat. Way in the distance here, I'm going to try and zoom in, but that is in fact the Berkeley nuclear power station. I'm going to see if I can cut down through the hedge here to join the footpath that is next to the river, which has to be about 30 or 40 feet below us. But guess what? I don't think I'm going to do it. No, I don't think so. Looks like we may be able to slip down through here. Gladys is down through. River down there. Canal is up there. I can't imagine you get a bore down here. It's too far down the river near to the sea, but a bore being a tidal wave or tsunami.
Yeah, I will. Thanks. I just thought I'd let you know. But he said don't let anyone else fight because I'm buying you one.
More ships. This one wooden, of course. That one concrete. I'm going to say the tide does come up over here. Look at this ship here. Well, I must admit, that's very interesting. Never been down here before. No more than half an hour from home. So, a train on the other side of the river. There was actually a railway bridge that crossed the River Severn here until 1960, when a couple of barges smashed into the pillars, having overshot Sharpness Docks, and destroyed part of the bridge and also brought down the gas main with it. So in the end they decided to knock the whole thing down. Somebody on that boat, there's smoke coming out the chimney. This is what the canal is used for now. People in shorts in 1st of March. How far do you go?
Whatever, really.
Just turn around and go back.
Yeah. It's always nice to get cold.
Looks like there's some kind of place where the currents meet up there. Or over there, I should say. Another train going down. Main line from, I guess, Gloucester to South Wales. You definitely wouldn't want to drive down here if you'd had one over the 8.
Oh, rabbit.
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Does she ever go to ground? Does she ever go in the...
I haven't ever had to, that we've had to dig her out or anything.
Beverly, watch it.
But we've lost her for hours,
Yeah.
as I said to you. So
Yeah,
whether
well-
she's gone down anything, I wouldn't like to say.
Right, well that was a nice walk.
See, she was fine with it.
Yeah.
Such good manners. my feet a bit.
Back at the old van. Nice to bring her out sometimes. She misses having a run out.